Hello, ladles and jelly spoons. Tim Danforth with MS in Tenerife. And we are here today on our balcony. Balcony banter. I bet you thought you were going to have to listen to all that rubbish thing, didn't you? Well, you don't. So here we are. I tell you what, have I had a day today? Have I had a day? Have I had a day?
You had a day.
I've had a day. I've had a day.
Really stressful.
We've got 36 people watching, 9 thumbs up already. Thank you for your support. Christina's here, but before I show you Christina, I'm going to go to camera number 2. Comments, second camera, I think that's the one. Here she is. But before I show you Chris, I'm going to show you the sunset. There you go. It's a bit thingy, a bit out of focus. I don't know why. But it's a nice sunset tonight. So it's going to be dark soon. So I'm going to put the light on. Put big light on. It's clipped in here. So the phone is clipped to the side of the thing here. And we go 2s up. There we go. Am I on the right side? Yes, I am. Cool, dude. And we're going to put center stage on Chris. The reason we're going to put center stage on for Chris is because then it puts her nicely in the thing.
Bad fly here.
There's a bad fly here, yeah. We got the voice isolation on at the moment. I don't know whether we need that. So I'm going to take it off for the moment. This is standard. You let me know if you get wind noises and stuff. It's the dog. It's the dog. I'll turn reactions off because otherwise you put your thumbs up and it all goes crazy. So today, what am I doing? It's my Memoirs Part 2. I am not prepared because the people that I contacted for the old photos couldn't find them just yet, or are not at home to get them, or for other reasons that shall remain a mystery. All the old photos for the school years are gone. Gone, that's a woody word. So first of all, I'm going to have a look at you guys. So we don't have the HDMI, so it's this comments. This should be perfect. We forgot the thumbs. Oh, Craig's having a whale of a time here. Let's go for this right here. Jeff Daniels is on. Anyone else not getting live chat and catch up? Is it just me? You know, I turn it on, but for some reason on the walks they don't put it on until later. I haven't checked, to tell you the truth. These that we do with the computer, they're fantastic because it actually writes me a file with your chats in it, so I can skip through that later. But there you go. Tim and Tonic. It isn't actually a Tim and Tonic. I bought the wrong thing. What a shame. It's a beer. I thought, sod it, I'll have a little tin of beer. A little tin of beer. Good evening, everyone. Derek's on. It's Craig. Who is the girl bottom left? Your sister, Tim? The girl bottom left. Oh, I've got to look at the thing, haven't I? The thumbnail now.
Must be your sister.
That's probably me. It's probably me as a kid,
Okay.
and he's just having a bit of fun. Thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. If you've got the thumbs, Andrew's on, Edinburgh's on, his guide, Michael's on, Smiler from New Zealand's on. Chat doesn't seem to be working on YouTube for playback, Jeff. Oh dear. I'll look into that. I'll look into that, see if I can do anything. But is it just me, or is it every live? Do you go on Andrew's lives, or whoever? So Rick or anybody? And does theirs work? Get up for it, Nick. Hi, Tim and Christina. Emma Kelly, it's Craig, Andrew Rothney. Hi, Tim. Russell Wilson. Craig's putting a channel up there. Which channel's that? And Andrew Reid. Duffy's on. It's Craig, top man. North Tenerife man's on. Charlie's on. Heather McCarthy. Reid, Duffy, hello, hand pink waving. And David Turnbull. Okay. So, Chris, how's your day before I go into my horrible day?
Quite relaxed because you were able to talk about the new top. You came and laid on your bed and fell straight asleep. Slept for an hour or so.
That was after my walk, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was quite a long walk today as well. Went over to Rosa Centre, and from there I went down to the Hard Rock Hotel, round the corner to the Hard Rock Beach Cafe, whatever it's called, and then back round the Maritime Walkway. If you've not seen that, it was quite a nice walk today. So if you like that type of thing, let me know. If you want to go on a walk with me, go to timothydow.com/events. I do have to cancel next Wednesdays because I've got to take you for a blood test, haven't I? Early morning.
What's the Tuesday?
No, Tuesday's the walk. It's the day after the walk, isn't it?
Early morning.
Early morning blood test. So I could theoretically take you, and you could theoretically come on the walk on Wednesday. You fancy? We won't go far.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, because Michael on Edinburgh Honest Guide wants to book a walk for Wednesday because he's only here for a few days, and Monday's not in. Tuesday is the big walk, and Wednesday was going to be a nice walk for him, and he's going to show me his pocket 3. So, yeah. The 20, yeah. Okay, then basically, Michael, what I said to you to cancel it is going to totally changed, and now Christina's coming on it. So we'll be in the car, so we can meet you anywhere you like. But still, go to that thing, open the event with the right date on it, send me an email, and remind me. If anybody wants to meet up, don't forget to go to timothydow.com/events and remind me by pressing the button on the event you want to go to. Because theoretically, I think I've set it up that it tells me which one it is. Just in case it doesn't, make sure you put in which date you're booking, because it's booked way into the future now. I bought the pro version that we can book into the future, so I'm buying everything today. I'm buying everything. So let's go back to comments. We missed a load here, so okay, Ray, we did Ray Tumble. Okay. Charlie saying hi, and Marie's on, Jeff Daniels, it's Craig. Your mum in orange trousers and you a girl. Ah, and a girl, okay, it is my sister, yeah. Me in orange trousers, and the little girl is my little sister. Jacqueline Dowd, now Jacqueline McPherson, but she calls herself Jax now, Jax, all cool and everything. And a bit poorly at the moment, but we're okay. It's incredible in Malaga, says Footy Knez. Footy Knez was Crocs vids, I think. So we still don't know what they're called, whether they're male or female. Oh, hang on. Footy Knez has got a picture. Oh, it's Ronaldo. Female then. Okay. Loving it there. Loving it there or loving it here? Ooh. Are you really there now? If you were there, you'd say loving it here, but now you say loving it there. There you go. I am a detective, young man, young lady. Okay, Heather McCarthy saying hi to Anne. Anne-Marie Elton has put a North Tenerife man's channel up. And the Palms chip is on. Greetings from Orcus, Craig. All right. Let me get this straight. Is Palms Chippy now Orcus, or is this Lorraine saying greetings to Orcus? If it's Lorraine, I want to thank you very much for giving out those memberships the other day. Very nice of you. Thank you very much. And we're definitely, next time the family's over, we're going to come and sit, wheelchair and all, and eat fish and chips. I know Christina's not a big fish and chip person, but she'll have fried black pudding and chips, won't you, kid? Or a fried sausage and chips, or a fried Mars bar and chips, or a chip butty. Oh, she's wavered on a chip butty. But the fish you'll have, won't you? The big sort of codfish with the batter. Or you don't like
I might try a piece of yours.
a piece of mine. There you go. There you go. So
If they food as well.
That's the German for you. There's a chip shop, but they got food as well. You ought to see the bread she's eating at the moment. It's baked by our neighbour, Reinhold, and he baked us 2 different loaves. One is a mishbrod, which is a mixed bread, so white and brown, so sort of like light brown, I suppose. And the other one is a Körner bread,
Delicious.
and that is delicious, to tell you the truth. It's got nice sort of like, the Germans don't think that we've got bread in Britain. They think all the bread in Britain is Mother's Pride, and they all do the same thing. And I don't know where they get it from, but they all do the same thing. They get hold of it like that, and they squeeze it, and hey, look, there's no bread here. And then I do the same thing, where I cut a slice off the German black bread and say, oh, a new sole for my slippers. So we're just as bad as each other, to tell you the truth. But we are renowned for not having a decent culinary heritage in Britain, for some reason. I think it's because we don't use spices. I think it's basically salt and pepper, and we get all our spices from all the countries that we invaded, I suppose. And but the Germans, they take the mick a little bit, but it's okay. We don't mind. It's all in jest, as they say. Eddie Brown's Guide, High Palms, Chippy Care Studios, Anne Smiler, Anne Marie, it's Craig. Hello from my other account too. See, now I don't know. Is Palms Chippy Orcus whaling, or is he just pretending to be Orcus whaling? Well, there's the beard. And Palms Chippy doesn't have. Okay, so it is Craig, who's Orcus whaling. Orcus whaling.
Oh, the sun looks good now.
The sun looks good now, but if I take this off and show it to him, it'll all go to pot. So basically, it's just a round disc on the edge of the world. I've got to take it off now. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I've got to check on something pretty quick, just in the kitchen, and I'll bring back my big camera and see if we can plug that in, because I got an extra plug here. We'll have a quick look. Whilst I'm gone, I'm going to give you to Christine.
That means I gotta talk again.
You got to talk again, yeah?
I hate that.
You do. You don't have to talk. All you got to do is look pretty. There you go. Be right back.
Yeah. I talked to my mom today. She's an old people's home. And she said the weather is just terrible. Raining all the time, really dark. I felt guilty because I was sitting out in the sun. But what can you do? It's time for the mall in Germany to get new tires for the winter. Hope Stephanie's got her winter tires on there. Because when the second baby comes, I mean the first is not a baby anymore, of course. But when the second one comes, it is snowing. Who knows?
Snowing. So, let's see if I've got a thing. Oh, I don't have a thing. Gotta go and get a thing. Carry on. I've got to go and get a thing. Carry on.
Okay, carry on. Was actually ready. Now he interrupted me. Can't find the British word. Can't find the Anschluss or the Uniform or whatever. So you just gotta be happy with my face.
What? What? So what I'm doing, ladles and jelly spoons, let's go twos up for a minute, is I'm getting the big camera.
It's almost gone.
It's almost
now.
gone. Take out the ND filter because otherwise you don't see it. Put that there, plug that in. So here, oh, it's going, it's going. I'm going to miss it.
Going.
Miss it for the biscuit. Put that in. And then turn it on. And plug this into my computer using USB. And it'll all crash. Okay. So my camera should now ask me, do you want to do? I'm going to do USB tether. Power supplies from the connected device. Then I'm going to have to look to see if I've got another source in. I do. A and B. I'm going to add a placeholder camera and put in the DG. Okay. Now, for want of a better word, I'm going to do this. No, damn. Camera. Select all cameras. There you go. So. Autofocus. Come on. Oh, the sun's gone. I missed it. I missed it.
A little bit, you can.
Yeah, you can see we can't see on the camera, unfortunately.
Look.
No. Let's do the ISO. Auto. ISO. And. Oh, God. It ain't working. No, that's not working. What a shame. What a shame. Well, I've got auto ISO now. Auto everything, I think. So anyway, it's just to show you that, oh my God, I'm zoomed in so much, it's unbelievable. There we go, zoom out. That we've also got the big camera now, which is right here. So you can see this big camera. It's quite good. So on my podcast, which I'm doing, I'm going to, oh, I'm a lot bluer on this, wasn't I? Because I didn't do the white balance. Hang on. Let's do the white balance. White balance. Cloudy. Tungsten. No, we don't want that blue. There we go. Is that better? Do I look better now? Yeah, I look better now. Got to get the white balance properly. So anyway, so as I was saying, I'm going to use this camera as my beach cam. So it's going to be stood here, and I'll be able to move it around and zoom into people. And there you go. Zoom to the neighbor. Hola, vecino. ¿Puedo grabar? There he is, our neighbor. Gracias. So there's Chris on the big cam. I don't know why it doesn't focus very well. Oh, because it's in manual focus mode. There you go. So that'll get her now. There you go. More cameras than I need. That's 12mm. Equivalent of 24 on a full frame camera. And it goes up to 60mm, which is 120 on a full frame camera. Which is quite cool. Cool dude. Now you could vlog with this theoretically, but it's a bit heavy, you know. It's a bit heavy. That's why I need. Oh, this is the setup. Let's show you the setup. So the phone is now hanging off the end, and there's my Final Cut Pro keyboard. There we go. I've got a frog in my throat now. Ribbit, ribbit. I need a drink. Oh. Double in Malta. Double in Malta. Oh, what does that say? That doesn't say 7%, does it? Jesus. I'm an elky. It's like a barley wine, I suppose. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn this camera off now. So, see ya. Wouldn't want to be you. Oh, it's still working, look. Even though it's turned off. It should... okay, there you go.
So get to the point now.
What's the point?
Your memoirs.
Oh, right, okay. I've got to see what people are saying. Whether they sort of say that's interesting, or whether they sort of say the memoirs are better, or... I'm going to put this back on, because otherwise I'll lose it. Motorbike going past. A motorcyclist was driving up the road. I filtered onto a road with a maximum speed limit of 60, doing 65. And he came right up behind me. And he could have gone past theoretically, but he demonstrably sat on my offside back wing, where in the blind spot, he demonstrably sat there. So I kept moving to make sure that he was still there, but he was very close. And he was swearing as if I'd cut him off, which I hadn't. And obviously I had cut him off if he was doing 100, but I hadn't cut him off for the speed of the road. Anyway, we get to it's along the side of the motorway, so we get to the thing, and there's a sign saying 80 is the speed limit when you get off the motorway. Well, ours is 60. So he was now coming up beside me going, 80, 80, 80. And I went, 60, 60, 60, but carry on. And then he went in front of me and braked, which I think is totally stupid. I mean, if you're in a truck, braking a truck, you know, braking a car with a truck is okay. Braking a truck with a car is bad, but braking a car with a bike, what are you expecting there? Unless you got a death wish, of course. Anyway, he gets down to the roundabout, and he's turned round and he's going to be... So I turned around, I swore at him in Spanish, German and English in one sentence. Anyway, he went... He went off, and he went straight up towards Los Menores. And I'm going left, right? Left, right. I'm going left down towards Cao Savaki. And he's going up to Los Menores. And halfway up, I see him turn round to see if I'm coming. Because he wants to race me, I think. Anyway. If you were the guy... Yeah. If you're that guy, I apologise for cutting you off on a 60 when you were doing obviously faster, because you had the big bike and the little whatever. Right. Comments. Let's see what it is. Orcas from the other account too. I'm way behind, so I'm going to zoom. QQ was a Hard Rock hotel called something else before. I'm sure I stayed there many years ago. Yeah, it wasn't a hotel. It was 2 blocks of flats. And you could stay there as a holiday, but it wasn't an organised hotel or anything. So each block of flats was its own thing. There was no communal bit. And Hard Rock bought both of them and built the complex underneath. So we watched it go up, didn't we, kid? And they ripped all the fascia off and put it all back and put all the blue in and did all the pools and everything. It was quite a nice thing. It took them way over a year, wasn't it? Edinburgh Honest Guide, bring your drone, lol. I will bring my drone. Simon, so next, when we go to blood test, I've got to bring my drone for Michael so we can do a drone and Pocket 3. Or we'll just do a swapsy. And then I'll get the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I'm terrible. Hi Anne, everybody's talking about themselves. Was Sunday in Tandoori Hut with mum? He was live Sunday in Tandoori Hut with mum and dad. Okay, and did his thing, his chat? Could you look at it afterwards? Palms Chippy is me, but it's the account as a brand account, so I had to set up a new one to gift memberships. Palms Chippy is me, but this account is a brand account. Okay, so I had to set up a new one to gift memberships, and you just picked Palms Chippy. Okay, well there you go. It's free advertising for Lorraine. Lorraine, if you're not watching, terrible. me now. Christina can have a rest face. You can rest your face now. I bought some bulbs online not so long ago, and they're supposed to flicker like a candle. And I bought one, and one of them was broke, and all it was just a piece of paper with dots on it, you know, like LED dots on it. And I went, oh, it's a rip-off. So I just put them I just threw them in a, you know, I've learned my lesson. Anyway, I plugged them in the other day, and they do flicker like candles. They must have some sort of software that turns on the LEDs. A nice candlelight thing. I think I might be able to show you in a minute. There you go. Palms Chippy, there we go. David Butler's on. Smile saying hi, David. Denise is on. There's only one Palms Chippy. Denise, I'm going past short ones. They're just saying hi, hi, hi. Really dark and miserable here. Christina begins to get dark about 4:15 in the afternoon in Britain because they're way up. They're way up. I'm going to turn the light on. There you go. I wonder if I can show this now without killing anything. No, I can't. I can't bring it out. That's the big white light, and those are the candle lights. Can you see it behind Chris? Can you see that behind Chris? Oh, there you go. You can see it behind you. You can't see it, but they can see. So it looks like a thing like that. Because that's what I want. I want some, you know, ambient lighting as well when I'm doing this. Chris thinks I'm crazy, but there you go. Oh, David. After all that, Tim. Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to make it, but you know, it's you've got to put conflict into your thing. Oh dear. Adam Hossein is loving it. Ian Al, I'm going to do like this so you can see what I'm looking at. Ian Al, curry tonight. Stuart Donnelly, do sunrise and sunset times differ by season in Tenerife in comparison to the UK? Okay. Yes, because we are north of the tropics. So I think between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, there's not much difference. And obviously on the equator, it's no, it'll always differ because the world's on a tilt, isn't it? So it will always differ. The times will always differ. It's just that if you're in the north, in the winter, it takes a long time for you to get around the dark bit to get into the light. And in the summer, you're tilted the other way, so you get into the light earlier. So it just depends how far around the Earth you are. But everybody's on a tilt, basically. So even the equator will have a slight wobble during the year. For those of you who are dead interested in stuff like that, there's a channel called Veritas which discusses things like that, how things work and why things are. If you're interested, but you can really go down a rabbit hole there and spend hours just improving your mind, which is negated by this. So that's 2 hours of Veritas gone in that thing. Care Studio, Tim, your volume's a bit low. Okay. For those of you who've turned up the volume to be perfect, because of Care Studio 2 now, I'm going to turn the volume up. And that means I'm going to be too loud for you, so get ready. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. We are now turning the thing up. I am in the yellow. I'm in the yellow belly. So I'm now at 91%. So I'm going to leave it at 91. I hope that everybody else didn't get their ears blown out, and I hope that Care Studio can now hear me. Can you hear me, Care Studio? Yep, up, on again. Love the keyboard. Is it an overlay? Yeah, it's a gel overlay. It's very thin. And I bought it, and it didn't arrive, so I complained, and they sent me another one. And then the first one arrived. So I've contacted them, and they said, oh, can you send it back? And I can't get it off now. I'm not going to get it off. And I said, I know a guy with 140,000 followers that edits everything on Final Cut Pro. Can I give it to him? And they said, go right ahead. So I'm giving it to Lee when he comes over. Cool, dude. When he comes over next time. Sometime in the future. Way in the future. Adam Hussein's giving me love again. Barry Oliver, please give our love to Christina.
Thank you.
Barry and Gail. They'll be. We won't see. Was it Thursday tomorrow? I probably won't see you tomorrow, unless Christina lets me out. But then, if I no, what's happening tomorrow? We're going out tomorrow, aren't we? Reinhold, if you're watching, I know he doesn't watch, but Reinhold, if you're watching, we're thinking of going out to that new Lunica tomorrow for dinner. So I might even video it. So stay tuned for that. Cornelius is on. Timoth, hello, sir. Hope are you? How are you? How are you? I'm fine, thank you very much. Lauren Taylor, there's always an idiot on the roads. Oh, I'm way behind. It's usually me, actually. I'm the idiot for the simple reason is I follow the rules. And in the Canary Islands, if you follow the rules, you're the danger. Because nobody expects you to follow the rules here. Nobody. They all expect you to do crazy stuff. Then they shout, "Conyo!" out the window, and everybody gets on with their lives. But, yeah, if you are driving here, if you're used to right-hand drive, I recommend you getting an automatic.
And they all talk on their phones.
They all talk on the phone, yeah. They all... Anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Coming from Germany now, you see, I've learnt to sort of like stop at a red light and only cross on the zebra crossings. Take my life in my hands. I bet people are sort of saying, "Where's your memoirs, Tim? Where's your memoirs?" I've only got one picture, so I'm shinding sight chin. Simon Dale's on.
You can tell a bit as well without pictures.
I'll tell a bit without pictures, yeah. I mean, we stopped last time when I went to secondary school, didn't we? I'm just making sure nobody's... Sarah, how are you, my friend? How's it going in your life? Says Cornelius. Thanks for asking, Victor. Oh, Sarah. I'm glad I caught you. You know, I keep saying don't bring things over, and you always do. And we thank you for that. We just don't want you guys to, like, pack your bags full of stuff and then come to work. So, you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. But... the mug you sent me, Christina's fallen in love with it. Now, I've looked online, and I can't find one with Chris or Christine on it.
Oh, really? I forgot even though.
It's just names, I think. But that type of porcelain or whatever it is it porcelain? I don't know what it is.
I don't think it's porcelain.
It's china. It's bone china, I think. But anyway, if you can see one with a frog on it, or with Christine's name, or Chris... could you let me know, please? Could you let me know? Because I want to get it for Christmas. Marie Alti, Eddie Brown Sky, thumbs up. British Embassy. Oh, what happened there? Adam is good. Adam Hussein, British Embassy. Cornelius Victor, Heather, hello. Adam, where are you from, my friend? These are all new names. British Consulate, Santa Cruz of Tenerife. Oh, okay, Adam. Cool dude. Tim, going to the 80s weekender this weekend. Manage to get on eBay last minute. Fancy dress costume. I think you'll love it. I'm going as a yellow coat. Heidi high. Cool dude. I was a smudger in Butlins in 1977, but we'll get to that. It's more like barley wine, this, I think, than a beer. It's quite nice, actually. I thought it was alcohol free. I thought it was blue. It's green. Stupid me. Apparently, the International Space Station is visible for 7 minutes tonight from 1814 Tenerife. I don't think it'll be visible tonight, Orcus. It's a little bit misty. So 1840. It usually passes from over there to over here when we see it, but sometimes it comes really low and we can't. So 1840, we got 1832 now, so in 8 minutes we should see it. If you could tell me the elevation and the direction, I'll see if I can film it with Christine's phone, maybe. The Lord is on. Been wondering where your yellow jersey's gone, Tim. Now it looks like you're giving them to Christine as well. This is actually it's actually from WEBBY. It's from WEBBY. It was I was given all these things to give out. In fact, I gave out the last time Lee was over. I gave out the other stuff you brought for him, his hat and everything, but he left it here. So I've given it to Reinhold, the painter. Yeah, so WEBBY didn't want to wear the yellow jersey because he said, thank you very much, but he's not wearing yellow because he hates my yellow t-shirts, and so he gave it to Chris. Alpha 2, how are you? We'll find one with Christina if I can find one, or Chris, or a frog. That'd be great. Well, let me know, and I'll organise it. Foreign and Commonwealth Office, says Adam Hussain. Cool dude. Does that mean we can come to you with problems? Adam. So you obviously know Cleo O'Flynn then. She's just been made a, what was it, a CBE, MBE? She's been given an honour, a British honour, even though she's an Irish citizen, for over and above the call of duty for helping Brits abroad. Well done, Cleo. Well done, Cleo. And her best mate of call is Dame Janet Anscombe. So we're surrounded by royalty.
Oh, wow.
Stuart saying, woman crashed into me last week. She was using her phone, ploughed straight into the back of me, shunting me in the car in front. My car's wrecked. Really angry at my car. It's only 3 years old. Oh dear, Stuart. You know, be careful of your insurance, because the insurance might do you for going to the guy in front saying you were too close. When you're stopping at lights, always look, and if you can see their tyres at the back, then you're the right distance. If you can't see their tyres, some insurance companies blame you for knocking into them, even though somebody shunted you in the back. But so be careful on that one, and learn a lesson. Keep your distance. Don't use a phone. Well done. Thanks, Stuart. Definitely will do. Cool dude. Apparently 10 degrees above south-southwest disappears 10 degrees above northeast. So south-southwest is going to be that way. And we got 5 minutes to go. 10 degrees. I can see the moon at the moment, so we should be able to see the space station if it comes over. Have you got the exact time? 1840? I probably won't be able to see it with a camera, because it's basically just a white dot, and that's, you can only see it if the sun is reflecting off it. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Royal Gibraltar Police. Okay, cool. But I have no problem seeing up on a Friday. Good dude, good dude. Use my Tenerife cup from February. Need to get another one. I hate packing, says Marialty. Timothy, sir, who is the lady? This lady here. That's my wife. That's no lady, that's my wife. What's that? Sarah says we'll have to put some photos of Tenerife Friends page so you can see it. Okay, that'd be cool. If you're not a member of Tenerife Friends, you can go and check that out in Facebook. And don't forget, you got to answer the questions to get access. So it is not a... It's a nice group. It's a nice group. 1836, here we go. I answers Cornelius. States of Jersey Police. Alcohol free is sin alcohol with an S. Lan hello. Ian. Congratulations to Cleo. Yep, fantastic, Cleo. Not sure, Sarah, the two guys maybe, or actress from Corrie. Okay. Buffering. Anyway, honest guide, what's your temperature? We have, at the momento, 20... Can you see it? 26? 27? If I touch the bottom of it, it'll go to 28, and then Dan will be right. All day, every day. Quite warm. It's a little bit higher than normal, isn't it? Weather. Okay.
But it sure doesn't feel like 27.
Ray Duffy says, I've got CDM, Tim, Cadbury's Dairy Milk. There you go. What's the temperature and the weather there tonight? Just said that. British Transport Police home. Adam, can you just explain what you're doing here? I see the ISS nearly every night. It has to be pitch black to see, says Charlie. So it is 38 now. So look up to that south-southwest. Going to north. So that's north. That's east. Yeah, okay. South. So we're coming over this way. They'll come right over us, hopefully. At 1840. Timothy, my friend, your wife is so beautiful and pretty, says Cornelius Victor.
Oh, thank you.
It's this. I've got this pretty filter on at the moment, you see.
Because I got a haircut yesterday.
You did get a haircut, yeah? Driver in front, I just looked in the mirror before the impact and said I was far enough away. My foot was on the brake and yet I was pushed forward again. Wow. Wow, that was a massive impact. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece, my friend. New moon in the sky tonight, Tim. I see a small crescent. It's actually a crescent waning. Waning crescent. Thanks for the shout out, Tim, says Anne-Marie. And Facebook group is there. Did you start the group, Edinburgh Honest Guide? The group was started by Neil Davidson. And he's not on tonight, so I hope he's doing well. Neil, if you're watching in the background, I hope you're doing well. Right. What do? We got to go back to me. What's he called now? Second camera, comments, new scene. So, when I went to... I'll take Christine off now. She's smiling now. I've taken her off. Put her back up. Smile again.
Don't smile all the time.
Oh, I've got to put you back on. I've got to... I'll come right back. At the oven.
Oh. If the oven on again.
I turned it off. I didn't open it up.
Okay. Shouldn't let him have beer while he cooks. But looking for spacing now, but I can't see a bit. I'm used to it. Don't have to see everything there.
Did we miss it?
I don't know.
ISS.
What have you got here?
1840. I'm just going to make sure we don't miss the ISS. I can't see it. It's coming past the moon. What have I got here? This was my, what was it? We had, when did Reinhold bring the Rabadachi? Monday, was it? Reinhold, not Rabadachi, Reinhold, who's the German neighbour that bakes the bread. And is actually painting the house at the moment, off and on. Came and brought us Rabadachi, which is potato cakes, with homemade apple compote. And we had some apple compote left over, so I made it into an apple pie. Well, like a...
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Didn't tell me.
No, it's a surprise. Surprise!
Yeah, surprise.
There you go. So I was using because I put the oven on for tonight's tea, which is vegetable wraps. So roasted vegetables with burrito flavoring, and what's the other thing? Cream cheese and grated cheese, all mixed together, wrapped in a wrap, cut into 6, turned up on end, and put in a reindel, whatever Pyrex dish, with a bit more cheese on top, and it's all cooked and everything. All I got to do is melt the cheese. Still not seen the ISS. Melt the cheese on top and then scoff it when we're finished with this. So 42. I've got 20 minutes to tell you my story now. Just see what you guys are saying beforehand. Make sure I don't miss anything. How's it going? I was talking to myself. Great. Could you put something up about the walk on Tuesday? That's great. Could you? Oh, on the. Okay. Hi, Tim Christina says Billy's camera. New days has started. There you go. Michael and David, Maria Foster, myself are admins. Okay. Having potato ash tonight with a crust. Delicious. We used to spell it with an H, like hash browns, potato hash. Put up the walk on Tuesday, yes. Hi, Tim Christina says John Patton. Sue Roberts says hi. Hi, Billy. Everybody's saying hi to Billy. That looks yummy, Tim. It is yummy. And Jackie Wheatland's on. And everybody's saying hi to Jackie and Tricia. Okay. So, back to me. So, I went to secondary school. I went to the Wellington Secondary Modern School, because if you remember from the last time, I said that I was in top class twice. And in junior school, top class in junior school, I was in there twice, because they pushed me forward in second year juniors with the older kids, because I was born in September. So I was the youngest in this class, but I was just 12 days over the cut-off, I think it was. So they put me in the higher class because I was a bit of a clever dick. And I was in top class for 2 years. Then what happened? The second year, I got bored because I knew all the material, and it was the same teacher. And he didn't and never asked me anything because he knew I knew it. Because when I learn something, I learn it. I don't forget it. And so I just twiddled my thumbs for 12 months. And then when it came to taking the 11 plus again, I didn't study for it, and I failed. So I had to go to secondary school instead of grammar school, which I am pleased about, because my brother went to grammar school and look how he turned out. Hi, Mark. And I suppose all the Tories went to grammar schools. That's probably why I'm a socialist, because I went to secondary modern school. But anyway, I still am an intellectual, so I'll be the first against the wall come of the revolution. But that's another story. So yeah, so I went to Wellington Secondary Modern School, and it didn't have a very good reputation. It had a bad reputation for like being rough and ready, and they shove your head down the loo and put you through the tunnel and all that stuff. And it wasn't true. It wasn't true. So we got there. The only thing was, it was girls and boys' playgrounds were separate. It was a very old school. It was more like a little castle, and all the wood in the school was sort of like you could smell the history. If I'd have gone to the new comprehensive school, it would have been like a block built, square windows and what have you. Watch yourself, doll. Beep. And so I went to this old school, and the teachers were old as well. They were all sort of like classic teachers. Billy Barrett, he wasn't Billy, but we called him Billy. Mr. Barrett was the headmaster when I was there, and Mr. Hamer was the deputy, and Miss Garside was the secretary and also taught English. And we had a French teacher that really despaired with me because I just couldn't get my head around French. Où est la porte? Où est la fenêtre? I couldn't get around it. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français. Mittlerweile, that's German, isn't it? Now, in the meantime, my language skills have got better, obviously, because I've learnt a second language. I'm learning a third. And I got by in Welsh, but I really can't speak Welsh. I blag it. I'm on a Welsh Facebook group that shows old pictures of the village that I used to live in, where my granddad was born, my great granddad as well. And so I go there, but I still have to translate what they're saying. I can't read what they're saying. Shame, really. I spent 10 years there. I speak more Spanish after 10 years here than I did Welsh after 10 years there, which is a shame, really. So, yeah, so I was in 1972. I went to the Wellington Secondary Modern School, and I was like a class clown, basically a class clown. I thought I knew it all, and the teachers always, could do better. It was always could do better. But we'll see. Didn't get live. Oh yeah, don't forget at 8 p.m. Michael's going live. This is now 6:45, so I'm hoping we'll be finished with dinner by the time he goes live, because I'll pop in and have a look at that. So everybody from here, all 63 of you, 63. Where's everybody gone? They're bored. They like the walks. They don't like the background here, do they? They like the walks. But you are the hardcore. You are the hardcore of this channel. We really love you, don't we, kid?
Yep.
The hardcore comes to balcony banter. I'm going to leave you on now. Something nice for people to look at while I'm chit-chatting. I'm just going to show one picture. So yeah, I basically just wafted through school, just keeping out of trouble, really, being clever. I was bullied a little bit because I was sort of like Mr. Super clever, wasn't I? And all the girls loved me, but nobody wanted to be romantically involved because I was the cute kid. And so, they loved me, rubbing my head and saying, "Oh, isn't he cute?" and all that. All the older girls liked me. The girls in my class were looking at the older boys, obviously, with their sweaty armpits and little bits of hair on the moustache and stuff like that. I still can't grow a moustache. I can, but it takes ages and it doesn't look good. So basically, I was passed over there. But until I got in the band. And here we go. If we can find this was me. That is amazing, isn't it? That is amazing. Pupils self-help to pay off the loan on a minibus. Wellington Secondary School pupils are working hard on a series of fundraising events to pay off the loan used to buy a bargain 14-seater minibus. After a sponsored walk, jumble sale, and the opening of a tuck shop, the school turned to music for the next idea. The four-boy pop group Starry, 3 of whom are connected with the Wellington Secondary School, gave their services free at a dance for 3rd and 4th year pupils at the event, which raised £15 to add to the 6 raised at the previous disco for the 1st and 2nd year pupils. So 15 at the later one and 6 at this one. Meanwhile, girls were busy baking hundreds of homemade cakes, which wound up on sale at the charity stall in Bury Market for the sum of £50, was fine reward for their efforts. Other ideas for raising money are being formulated, and underneath the caption is, former Wellington School pupil Harry Robinson left, who now owns, the the Mirage in Ibiza. So Harry Robinson carried on as a singer all his life, and he also worked on a stall, and he owned a stall doing muffins on Bury Market. So he was all Harry Muffin, and in the evenings he'd sing under the name of Harry James. So Harry Robinson's his real name, and Harry James Robinson, and he sings under the name of Harry James. And he's now, or not now, he's had the bar for ages, in El Canya in Ibiza. He's got the bar, the Mirage. So if you're going to Ibiza and you're going to El Canya, or I mean you can get there because it's an island, you're only 20 minutes away from anything, go and say hi to Harry James in the Mirage, or catch him at one of his comedy shows. He is a singer, but he's a great comedian as well. So he does. He's basically an all-rounder cabaret artist in the old school. He really is. His dad was a professional singer on the Bury Bolton circuit as well, and beyond. And so he's got lots of stuff. So that was Harry Robinson there. Let's go back. Teams up with present pupils Timothy Dowd, second left. Yes, that is me, second left. And Philip Tattersall, Phil Tattersall. He wasn't in my class because we had parallel classes, but we went to the same year. And Phil was the bassist. And after Starry finished, we went to do Fabulous Phoenix Show Band. That I've newly got in touch with Deborah Carroll, or Debs Cross as she called now. She's still a singer. She got a job on the side, but she's retired from that now, and she's over in Portugal. So I don't know whether she lives there or not, but she said she's coming back to Britain on the 17th, and she's going to contact me and send me some pictures, if she's got any, but she says she doesn't think she has. But she was the singer in the Fabulous Phoenix Show Band, which came after Starry. So yeah, we were doing it for about 2 or 3 years, I think, until I left to go to Wales. Went to Wales. My father went to Wales, my mother went to Wales, so I went to Wales with them. Give us a tenner, says Webby. Anyway, get back to the picture. So Phil Tattersall, he actually joined the army, I think, and spent the most of his life in the army. He's now retired and doing other stuff, probably a postman or a policeman, or both. Barry Collingwood on the drums. He didn't go to our school, but his dad and his uncle used to drive us around. I think it was his dad and uncle, and it could have been Phil's dad or Phil's uncle, one of them anyway. But anyway, so Barry Collingwood. I didn't know him until I joined the band, and we were together for about 6 to 8 months, I think, before we disbanded. And it says the girls for school were selling the things on Bury Market. I didn't get the picture of the girls for school because Phil Tattersall sent me this clipping. Thanks, Phil, for that. So we're nearly up to the hour now, so I think I've done quite well. So we're just going to wind up my years in school. What happened then? Because it was a secondary modern school, you could leave at 15. And because I was very early getting in, I was like 12th of September 1960, then I could leave at Easter on that year. But I decided to stay behind and study for the O-levels. Now, you had to cram the O-level syllabus into 4 months, and you had to pay. So it was £1.50, £1 10 shillings. I think we were decimal then anyway, in the 70s. So £1.50 to enter the thing, and £1 10p for each subject you took. And I took 4 subjects. I took math, English, geography and chemistry, because I was good in those, at GCSE level. Unfortunately, I only got the math O-level. All the rest, I was never taught to write long prose. So on my O-level in geography, I had to write an essay on the St. Lawrence Seaway, and every line had the word St. Lawrence Seaway in it, so I could get over the 1.5 pages of foolscap. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Where does the Northwest Passage lead to? To the Northwest.
Geography, you're really good now.
I am good,
You know
yeah.
everything.
To tell you the truth, I'm pretty good at most things.
Yeah.
If I put my mind to it, because I believe that if you learn something, you learn it, right? And if you don't know it, and you just say I don't know it, I can't do that, or give up, then it's your own fault. So you can learn anything.
But I think people should go to school when they're grown up.
That's true.
Because when you're young, you're not interested in anything.
I know I've said it before, but I have a philosophy. I think I can put it in a nut. This is my elevator speech for the brave new world. If I was to start the world new tomorrow, I would make sure that children from 0 to 18 were, well, 0 to 5 were looked after and let play. And from 5 to 10, play, but with technology or certain things, let them play with things that are useful. And then from 10 to 18, they look after old people and listen to their stories. So I think that is education enough to 18. They teach you manners, they teach you please and thank yous, they'll teach you to speak, they'll teach you respect. So kids, basically, up to 18, look after old people and have a play. From 18, you then can decide to specialise in what you want to learn, right? What you want to learn. So you can decide to be something with your hands, or you can decide to be artistic, or you can decide to be something with your head, and you can help people. You can do loads of things, make the world better. As long as you're creating something to make the community that you're in better, you can do anything you like. If you're doing stuff that takes away from the community or makes something scarce, or we're making loads of money, or we're going to buy all the houses up and then rent them at high rents to everybody else, that's not the type of society I want to live in anymore. So basically from 18 onwards, you learn that, right? And you learn it from the people who are 30 and above. Then when you get to 30, you teach the 18-year-olds. 30 to 60, you're teaching people, or even 55, or even 50. So 30 to 50, you're a teacher, teaching your skill to somebody else, or lots of other people. And then 50, you're an old person, and you teach the young kids. And yeah, it's a beautiful life in my mind. And the technology does it. You probably think that you're not going to get competition and all that in, but we'll think about it. So leave it in the comments what your utopia looks like. And no religions, please. No religions. None of them. None of them. There we go. Can you still play the guitar, says Sarah Charles? I can, actually. But I can only do... I can play party pieces. I couldn't actually do an evening of entertainment anymore. That my hand won't do it. But I can maybe do a couple of songs, play some classical music. I'll bring it out next Wednesday. How's that? I'll bring the guitar and the mandolin out next Wednesday. I'll practice this week, and I'll do a couple of tunes on the guitar next week. So that'll tell your friends. Get more than 60 people watching. 57 people watching. Anyway, clock 3 dots top, live chat, and turn on. Tim, to get time stamps, click the 3 dots on the top and turn on. Unfortunately, I don't have 3 dots because what I've got is this. So I've got this thing now, which on the left hand side over there, my left. I've got the scenes that I can change to, so I can go to introduction scene, I can go to 2's up scene, I can go to the new scene, which is the picture, I can go to the comments. So I can do all that, but there's no 3 dots, I'm afraid, for timestamps. There must be a way of doing it, but there you go. Lauren saying, and how we all wish now we have listened and talked more to our grandparents. Definitely. I don't even know my great grandparents' names. I know my brother does, because he did the sort of like etymology thing or whatever it's called, but yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Don't touch that. Don't touch system audio. There you go, muted. God thank. Or thank God, as they say. So we're going to finish up now, ladles and jelly spoons. Don't forget, you've been listening to or watching Balcony Banter. And so tomorrow morning we're going for a walk. Nobody's registered, so I'm on my Todd. But if you want to register tonight, let me know and I'll come and near you. On Friday I'm recording Webby Sports Roundup, so I'm going live with him for a coffee. So there will be live on Webby's channel and my channel on Friday morning. And then Friday night is Freaky Friday, as always in the Monte Cristo. Christina hates that. Do you want to come? It's too busy for Chris, I think.
Too many people talking.
Too many people talking, yeah.
And screaming.
And screaming, especially me. So, 2 hosts and out. Let's see if we can do this. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. This has been Balcony Banter with my memoirs with one picture, but a bit of a laugh, a bit of a look, a bit of a chit chat with you guys. I've not finished yet, we've got to wait for the music to finish. I can always tell when the music's going to finish. What I've done is thanks for watching. Comes up, thanks for watching. I say thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55, and in the mornings, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9 o'clock. Monday is Meetup Monday. But next Monday not. Next Monday is cancelled because I'm at the doctor's. Balcony Banter next week. Balcony Banter next week is guitar and more memoirs. And don't forget, Freaky Friday at 5:55. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.